Hey folks, Quillykin here, and welcome to Let's Try Xenopurge. This is an early access game that's been out for a couple of months now, but just got a big update, and it seemed like a great time to check this out. This advertises itself as a tactical auto battler, which doesn't really tell you what it is, but it's basically a very cool XCOM-like that is real-time, but you're not micromanaging your units, or you're not controlling them directly. I really like it. We're basically playing as the guy in the chair in this particular situation, which is wonderful. This does have a progression system where more and more things get unlocked, including new commands. I haven't been playing that long, so there's going to be lots of extra commands and mechanics and stuff that I don't have access to that will be into the game. This is early access, so they're still, of course, working on some various mechanics. If you don't like the screen sort of effects for this like sort of CRT-like screen thing, in the settings there are ways to turn off some of the visual effects in the game here. I've left them on for the default to sort of showcase things, but yeah, you can go ahead and make your own adjustments if you want, if you don't like the little CRT glow effect. We're gonna go ahead and start a new run over here, and I think somewhere there's an option for the difficulty, and I can't remember where. I haven't unlocked any new squads yet. Here it is. Sector selector, yeah. So the mission mode, we're going to go ahead and do the real-time mode. We could do a simulation, which would give me some time controls, which is probably way better for me, especially while doing recording, but we're going to do a best as is. And then the sector selector here, this would be effectively picking our difficulty level, because you can see there's more modifiers that are going on. But I'll go with the default Abaddon sector, as I'm still learning, and it'll probably be the best baseline. And our units that we're going to start with, we are going to start with Morse and Hicks. Morse is sort of built to be around a little bit of a meleeer. If we take a look at our units and the way we work, you can see that Morse has yeah, that's right, there's a mouse. They encourage you to use keyboard controls, but you can use a mouse for this. So the way our units work, they have a speed rating over here, which determines how long their actions take. They have an armor value, and they have a hit point value. You can see Morse has got considerably more hit points than Hicks, but then they also have their AI. So they have two different things. If they are in the same tile as an enemy, they will do their melee action, which is just a melee strike. You can see that Morse does more damage than Hicks. And then if they're range with a unit, they will do their range action. And Morse's range action is actually just charge. Unit will move towards the closest visible enemy. So Morse, despite technically having a gun, doesn't look to use it. They just look to close in and then bash them in the face. Whereas if we look at Hicks, their ranged behavior is stand and fight, so they will stop and shoot with their gun. So that is the default actions that they currently have. We have a slew of commands that we can issue to our units, including these retask commands here. We're going to see how they work in the game, and we'll be unlocking some as we go. So let's go ahead and start the run. So we get this sort of standard sort of, I don't know, roguelite-y kind of interface, like an FTL, like a Slay the Spire, for example, where we can choose where we're going. So we're starting over here on the left, and we've got to pick a hostile mission first. Now, I don't remember. Yeah, okay, there's no legend, I think, here for the missions. I suspect these first two will be a VIP escort. This will be to find items. I think that'll be to find intel, and this is to find some sort of package. So it's a battle, and then we get to do some sort of upgrade, and then another battle, and then some sort of upgrade, and so on and so forth. Now, there is a legend for these upgrades. So you can see that these two would give us access to new guns, and these over here would give us stat upgrades. And I believe both of these look like they're going to be accuracy upgrades. So it looks like no matter where we go, Hicks is going to be getting some presents, and Morse is going to have to wait until getting something a little bit more substantial. I don't know if I've got a particular preference as to where to go. I kind of like the idea of maybe just straight out getting a new gun. Tell you what, let's go ahead and go with option 1, because it'll give us a few options. There's an elite fight over here. Now, unlike something like Slay the Spire, I don't know if we get an extra reward from the elite fights, maybe just more progression XP in here. So I'll probably be tempted to go ahead and take the gun upgrade route. But let's go and take mission number 1, because if it is a VIP mission, that'll further complicate things. And it is. Main objective, locate the extraction point and extract the VIP. Secondary objective is to locate the extraction point, same extraction point, and extract deployed units. So our main goal is simply to save the VIP, but if we can extract with all of our units, that would be great as well. So we'll go ahead and do the initiate deployment over here. And so we've got a couple of rooms that we can deploy in, but the VIP is already deployed and is already in this room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select Morse, and then I can choose which room to deploy them. What I think I'm going to do, as I've got Morse here. Okay, Morse is my range person. I'll deploy Morse in the second room. Grouping up is obviously more defensive. Spreading out leads to faster recon, which we're also going to want to do. So I'll have Morse stay on there. You know what? Hang on. Oh, I was a little confused because of the positioning, because the VIP is in first. Morse is our melee person, so I do want Morse with the VIP, and then Hicks was going to go into a separate room. And then what we can do, they've got some default behaviors, and it's actually a good time for us to talk about this. You can see that Morse and Hicks, they both say recon. That is their task command. Right now, my only options are recon and group. There's going to be some more while we're inside the thing. You can see the VIP is set to hold ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the group retask command. I'm going to tell the VIP that what they're going to do is actually follow Morse. They're going to group. Group is basically just a follow command. So the VIP is going to follow Morse. Morse is going to lead the charge while meleeing, and then Hicks is going to do some recon to try to find that exit as quickly as possible. And then we go with play in real time. There's probably on this map, there's probably a single alien spawn point. They do start with one in play. You can see the door happening over there. So yeah, fully expecting an alien to come out. The VIP, you can see their behavior is flee when they see a ranged attack, and Morse is going to charge towards there. VIP is going to keep trying to regroup with Morse, see the alien, and then run away a little bit more, and that's okay. That is a spawn point. There's probably another spawn point over here, and you can see a timer. There's our exit. So I'm going to tow and give an extract command. The VIP, I'm going to tell him to go ahead and extract. I'm going to give a collect command to Morse to pick up this stash, and then I'm going to tell Hicks, group Hicks, keep following the VIP, please.
Okay. Copy that.
Morse has picked this up. This is going to be some extra resources for us, and Morse is going to go and finish scouting this room. There's probably nothing in it, so I'm not going to go ahead and tell everyone to go ahead and do an extract. Actually, what I'm going to do is give a focus command to these guys, which is the same. Focus command tells them to focus on the current goal. Let's inject Hicks with a health thing. So they're just going to move to the exit. They're not going to start the extraction yet. The VIP is already extracted, which is perfect, but I'm going to have Hicks park here and wait just in case we need to group up. Although we're going to be able to extract before the next wave, so regardless, we should be okay. And we got some extra loot, which is lovely. So I'll go ahead and, yeah. Hicks is going to extract slightly earlier because he's already there and starting it, but I'm pretty sure Morse is going to be able to exit, yeah, before any aliens go and interrupt this action, because if an alien does engage into melee, that will stop the extract. But there we go. So we've completed the mission. We've got ourselves 4 credit bucks. I can't remember what they call them. And then we got an extra coin from collecting the reward. Perfect. Okay, so let's proceed. And you can see our progression here. I've now leveled up, so I've got a new command now. I can tell someone to specifically head to a room, which is very convenient because up until now, basically the only way I've had to more directly redirect people is to use that group command and have sort of one leader, but this is going to be quite good. Wow, next unlock level will be to set up mines and bigger stores for the unlockable commands. Very cool. And I think the prestige is what is used to unlock some of the new unit groups. I'm going to go to the top here because I'm going to look to unlock a new weapon. So it is going to be a new gun. Now, that can include a shotgun, which does feel pretty good for a short-range person, but currently Morse doesn't have the behavior to shoot. They simply charge. We will be able to upgrade their AI commands, and for example, we could give Morse a run-and-gun instead. So Morse will still try to run towards the enemy to ultimately melee them, but we'll try to shoot along the way. But we don't have that yet, so I was thinking of giving the rat rifle here to Hicks. So it is going to be... we can actually get a direct comparison over here. Currently, Hicks has got a pistol with an optimal range of short. I think they get a accuracy penalty outside of that range. So the rat rifle was going to be medium range and 12 damage. That seems okay. So we're going to go ahead and give that to Hicks. You can see they both just have pistols right now, but we'll give it to Hicks. And even if I want to buy the shotgun that's in the store, I don't have enough money left over here. And again, Morse wouldn't really use it, but we could set this up. If we had the money, we could have equipped it to Morse in anticipation of getting the run and gun command later on. So that's it. We can still inspect our units and our commands, but we don't have anything else to set up right now. So we're going to tab back to here. And now we were here, so we have to do this mission. Let's see what that is. Secure package. Main objective, locate the package and collect it and extract with it. If the carrier dies, the package will get destroyed. The package replaces the carrier's close combat weapon, so you do get a -2 speed, -2 melee, and -20% accuracy. So it doesn't matter who we give it to. they'll be a little disappointed. It might be better on Morse because then we don't replace Hicks's upgraded gun. But no matter what, they're going to get a pretty substantial debuff. And then we want to extract. We might want to find the extraction point before we pick up the package, although in practice, since, you know, the mission's not time sensitive, but the longer we take, the more waves of aliens we're going to have to fight. And I think they might get tougher. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Reward of $5. There could be a hidden objective on this here too for some bonus loot. We don't know. We got a couple of rooms. Do we want to spread out or do we want to group up is a very tricksy question. This is still pretty early on. It's not an elite mission. I think I will go for the spread out. So I'm going to put Morse in room 1, and I'll put Hicks in room 2. They're going to both be on recon mode right now, so that's going to be fine. We'll get them to go. On recon mode, they go to unexplored areas, and they do spread out. They're pretty smart about that, although we can see here, if I retask and tell Morse, I was going to say maybe we could, like, encourage them. Oh, okay, well, that's revealed that. That's not an actual room. That might have been why they were pathing that way. So, another alien. Hicks is going to engage. And there is, I don't know if I can access the codex from here. And actually, I'm not even sure the codex is the thing that I'm looking for. There is a place that defines what the different weapon ranges are for optimal space, but I don't know what it is. Now, notice I don't actually have the command to send people to a room, yet that's actually something you unlock in shops. There are shops that sell you commands from the list of unlocked ones. Okay, there's the extraction point. So we just have to find the package. It's nice that we know it ahead of time. Next wave in 10 seconds. We might want to group at this point, but I don't know. Again, I think these are still fairly easy missions, so I'm not too worried about grouping up. We will be able to recruit some new soldiers. Actually, I think after this mission, there, we just got to spawn. It's a little annoying that Hicks is being engaged in melee, but we'll win that. I can go... Morse, go and collect this package, please. And actually, we're going to give a group command to Hicks to group up with Morse.
Understood.
There's probably nothing to find, although maybe. We'll group up there because Morse is going to have a debuff right now. As soon as Morse collects this, they'll default back to recon. We'll go ahead and finish checking this room because it's nearly done. We might be able to find an extra loot package in there, although I suspect there's not going to be anything. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go and tell everyone to focus on the primary goal, which is just to extract. So they're both going to make their way over here. If I told them to extract, they would also make their way over here, but by default, they would ignore any enemies unless they got caught up in melee, in which case it would cancel the extract command. With focus, they'll do their default behavior of engaging, which will be there. And there we go, 2v2. We could use some Connectra on Morse to move faster. In fact, I'll also use some on Hicks. Because it's not just foot movement, I think it also increases the, or improves the rate at which they do everything. I'll go ahead and give them the extract command now, because I'm not worried about anyone being interrupted or these guys being desynced. What I'd always be worried about is one person leaving and then the other person getting engaged, and that would be really awkward. Especially if they had one of those deals that if they weren't married by, you know, the time they came in 30, they'd marry each other. Sorry, that's a play on the word engage. My bad. All right. Progression, good. And there are these challenges over here. So we actually are progressing this rat rifle challenge here, which is to kill Xenos with a rat rifle, and it will unlock a new weapon for future runs, the bark system, for example. On a previous run, you can see I had purchased the sap rifle, but I hadn't gotten to 5 kills with it. That might have been a run where I failed, or it might have been a run where I got the weapon late, and then it just didn't come up. I'm not sure. And I have unlocked some over here for some things. Yeah, I have seen a sledgehammer, and I have unlocked frag grenades, but I haven't used them yet. Anyway, we just want to go proceed. And we don't have a choice here because we're on a linear path. This looks like it's going to be a VIP mission, a VIP mission. Those can be a little trickier. Oh, no! Sorry, I misread here. This is one of our purchase things, and this is where we can get a new unit. Now, you can only add 1 new unit, but it is free. So which path do I want to take? Do I want to get a second mailer? So we got Walker here, who's another mailer. Lawson, who's a mailer. And Grayson, interesting, who's got a fallback behavior where they try to retreat from the closest visible enemy while retaining a line of sight. Or shoots at it if unable to retreat. So why would we want that? I mean, we could give them like a sniper rifle, but they only shoot if they're unable to retreat. Anyway, I guess we're going to take either Walker or Lawson. Lawson seems much better. Lawson is faster, has more hit points, and slightly more default accuracy on their gun. So that seems like a pretty good pick. All right, Lawson, welcome to the party. Now, we can also modify our logic over here. This is where we spend some money. So we can upgrade the range combat logic at this station. Different things could happen. So you can see we could upgrade Morse to a run and gun, or Lawson. Either one we could upgrade to a run and gun, where they would try to shoot while moving. In fact, let's take a look at Lawson, because Lawson's got better accuracy than Morse, so if anyone's going to do shooting things, and honestly, Lawson's melee is slightly lower as well. I'm wondering about this. So, because by default, they are just charging. They'll move towards the closest visible enemy, although it will give them extra speed while they're doing it. But I'm going to replace it with run and gun. Unit will shoot at the closest enemy within line of sight while moving towards it. Seems like a huge upgrade. We could also suppress. Suppress is basically the same as stand and fight, but it also debuffs the enemy's movement speed. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Lawson the run and gun, which seems massive. And then I don't have enough money for either of the other two upgrades. So that's okay. All right, let's go back to the map. And then I think this is going to be a clear alien hive mission. So there's going to be a particular thing we've got to find and destroy before extracting. We got 3 people, although probably the difficulty is still there. You can, I don't know if you noticed on the map, but the row we were on, or the column we were on rather, all of them are the recruit a new one. And I think there's going to be another one. You can't miss the recruit a new unit upgrade because they're kind of key. So yeah, locate and eliminate the Xenos hive, and then try to get the heck out of there. So things are likely becoming a little tougher. What I think, the thing is, Lawson's pretty strong. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put Morse and Hicks together in this big group. And then I'm going to put Lawson in a separate one. And I'm going to do a little bit of grouping. I'm going to tell Hicks to follow Morse. So we're going to have a double support team. And we might group up with Lawson later, but we'll have Lawson do a little bit of independent scouting. Okay, she finds a spawn point immediately. But Lawson's probably a last name, but for some reason, is there someone from a movie or something I know with like the last name Lawson? Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect? Maybe that's why I'm thinking.
Objective in sight.
Okay, well, we found the exit. I'm going to go ahead and retask the command. I'm going to tell... oh, there's still more exploration going on over there. You're fine. And we still need to find the hive. We're about to get attacked, so I am wondering...
Alien spotted.
I'm going to go ahead and tell Lawson to group with Morse now. So Morse is going to be the only one on recon, and everyone else is going to be following. You see Lawson there is doing the shoot and then into melee. Took a little bit of damage in that one, but not a big deal. There's not a lot left, which is why I think grouping is going to be fine now, because probably we're about to find the hive? Question mark? Oh, no. Collect Morse. Go and collect this. That got interrupted. Morse, collect the stash while you've got some cover here. So yeah, we're not being very time efficient, so there's going to be some extra waves going on, but it seems okay. There we go. And yeah, I think that's the last room to explore, so that must be... Oh, we've already purged the hive. Oh, that hive was there. Never mind then. Let's go and retask the focus. Well, there might still be a loot. There might be a bonus loot in there, and it's on the way to the exit, so let's go and scan this last room.
Enemy down.
Xenos. Anything in there? No. Okay, so I'm just going to tell everyone to focus. And that's going to tell everyone to move towards the exit, but with their normal combat behavior.
Bogey spotted.
Now, these are pretty, easy missions. Again, I'm on the base difficulty as well. But this gets tense, especially when you're trying to sneak out the exit. We are going to get a wave of aliens definitely before we extract. I think we might have time. I don't know. Maybe I should just sit here, because I was going to say, there's an alien spawning out of there. Oh, we're just going to happen to kill it anyway. As I say, we might want to wait. So I'm going to do this. There's still some aliens on the board. But as far as we know, we don't get anything bonus for killing more aliens. We just don't want to go there. I think that's the number of wave, but I think it's also based on difficulty. There you go. Got that. We got the initial rewards. Lovely. Let's proceed. So we've got another shop. What is this one? Spend credits to learn new commands. Okay. So learn new commands. We can get a command to inject Brutidin, which gives +2 melee for 30 seconds. We can unlock the frag grenade. We can also unlock the head to room command. Oh, with bonus movement speed. Well, I think I'm going to grab the frag grenade and the Brutidin, and then we won't get the head to room command because we don't have enough money for that. And we've got a get a pack package mission here. Yeah, secure package. Because things are going to get tougher, I'm going to get everyone to start in the same place in the corner, but be on independent recons. So I'm hoping they're going to be kind of grouped for the alien that exists currently. Wow, we immediately find the exit. Not really expecting Morse to find anything in that room. No. Okay. But that's fine. Could pre-inject some of these things, but I know there's going to be a spawner there. And I might give a group command pretty soon. Oh, okay.
Hostiles on the move.
Right there. Hold on. We're going to do a recast command.
Confirm
I'm going to get
kill.
everyone to group up on Hicks.
Executing
And then
orders. Out orders.
Hicks, or I think on Morse. Morse, go grab the package while you've got some cover. Because things are out to spawn right now, so I kind of want everyone in the group. And
They're here.
we could maybe keep reconning for more loot here.
Visual on target.
Visual on target, but you didn't engage. It's going to redefault to Morse being on recon. I think it'll be good because then I think we'll be triple tapping that alien who's probably about to round the corner on us. Well, definitely something. So yeah, I don't know if we want to be in a big group like this or not, but it mostly feels okay. I don't think there's going to be anything in that room, but you never know. Nope. Okay, that's empty. I think, you know what? I think we'll just go.
Target spotted.
We'll just go for focus. So at this point, it's just let's get out of here.
Clear.
We're gonna walk. Everyone's gonna walk to the exit. Let's focus. So yeah, there's an alien that just went through this door, so we'll probably see them in this hallway here. I think another one over here too.
Hostile in sight.
Although there's not a spawn spot over there, so I'm a little confused.
God damn it, these things are relentless.
Oh yeah, I should really try to kill some things with frag grenades. Although there is friendly fire, so we got to be a little careful of that. Especially since see, this would be perfect. Yeah, but I think we might
They're all over.
friendly fire us over here. But we do have to get 5 kills with frag grenades to get an unlock.
For now.
Everyone's still on focus. Everyone's still running to the door. We might have to fight one alien. Are they getting in each other's way?
Hostile detected.
Yeah, everyone go and fight this guy. Taking a lot of
Another
damage.
one.
Everyone does full heal in between things.
Command accepted.
That's a little less than ideal. I'm going to go and give speed
Another
boost
one
to Lawson.
understood. Advancing.
So you get to the door a little faster. And yeah, we can get out of here before the next wave happens. So I'll just go ahead and tell everyone to do the extract.
Executing order.
Lawson will be lagging a little bit behind, but that's fine. Lawson does have the highest base speed.
Objective complete.
That's
Awaiting
nice.
next orders.
I think Lawson was a great pickup. Okay, proceed. Where are we at over here? We're going to get... Oh, it's a melee damage upgrade. Well, let's give it to Morse and Lawson. Hicks needs it less. I mean, they might still get caught up in it, but I'm thinking I might just save the extra $2 because we do get an extra shop, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to save the money rather than give Hicks a melee upgrade because we're hoping they don't get in there. I mean, they're going to melee sometimes, but we might be that much more incentivized to give Hicks a follow command so that they've got a melee frontliner as much as possible. And they don't want to go into short range with this weapon, so that's a pretty natural thing. Maybe Lawson keeps being kind of solo for now. It'd be great if we also gave you a gun. Okay, gather in all the intel and destroy a hive. This is an elite mission, so we've got 2 main objectives going on. And I think the enemies will be tougher. I'll go and get everyone to deploy initially in the corner, but then I'm going to give Hicks the command to follow Morse, and Lawson will act independently. Although they're going to be nicely grouped up here. That's an interesting little linear start.
Target spotted.
There you go. We got some baddies. It's nice that everyone is together.
I'm hit. These things
Not
are one
much
down.
again.
Don't drop your guard.
Wow. Let's give a health sim to Hicks.
Right away, sir.
Hicks, you're supposed to be following. Why are you getting the front damage? That's no good.
Point of
Let's
interest
tell
located.
Lawson to collect that intel.
Affirmative. Point of interest
Okay,
located.
that's our exit. I don't think there's anything else in there, but sure, uncover that. That's fine. We're getting another wave here, so Lawson's probably about to get engaged. Oh, but maybe more than one. Hold on. I'm going to tell everyone Group on Lawson. That's the Hive, which actually they're going to be fighting that. But then they'll go and back up to Lawson, who's probably going to get engaged by more stuff here. Lawson is still on recon, which I'm not sure. Oh, I guess they went that way because they got spotted. Okay, everyone is grouped on Lawson right now. Actually, I think what I want to do is I want to group everyone on Morse, and then Morse is going to get the recon. Because Morse is absolutely sort of frontliner material, even more than Lawson in a way. I think the health sim gives 15 HP, so we could give it to Lawson for a good heal, but I might want to save it for something else. Let's give a speed boost to Morse.
Got it.
Since you're leading, I think it's probably fine to get a little bit ahead. Yeah, we're still looking to find intel here. Now these, the aliens that spawn have little symbols that I think are slightly different. Maybe they're always an X. I don't know, but I didn't think so. I really feel like we should be grouped up.
Target
I think,
acquired.
okay, Lawson took more damage.
One down.
Understood.
Collect
Advancing.
Morse, the intel.
Confirmed. Carrying out orders.
You know what? I think I'm gonna put
Moving out, sir. Carrying out orders.
Morse's command.
Moving out,
Keep
sir.
collecting that.
Hostiles on the move.
Come on, Lawson. Let's give you the melee strength upgrade. Oh,
What you get?
finished it already. Yeah, everyone's on recon. We got to find that last intel. Oh, we're going to get another wave here. We might be okay. Oh, we should also look into doing a frag grenade.
Hostiles on the move.
Hicks, collect that intel.
Executing order.
Ooh, don't want to grenade
They're on me!
in.
I need help!
Let's go and give you
Roger
the
that.
melee combat upgrade.
I can't hold them! Enemy down.
Getting a little dangerous. Group on Morse. Oh, sorry. Everyone group on Morse.
You understood. Affirmative. Executing now.
And then Morse. Oh, everything's been explored. Oh, we're done.
On it, sir.
Shoot. Okay, we're gonna hit
Visual on
maybe an
target.
extra wave that we didn't have to deal with.
Help! Cleared.
There's the spawn.
Contacts confirmed.
Good, nicely grouped.
Tango is toast. Fuck! Contact!
I think there's someone behind us. We might be able to get Hicks to grenade someone behind us.
Target neutralized.
Especially since you're lagging a little.
Cleared.
Shit. I see one.
There we go. Oh, that happens instantly. Excellent. And it is an AoE, but not too big of an AoE. Everyone can start extracting.
Very done.
There is still someone coming around. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt Hicks. Oh, I think they've gone this way, so that looks okay. Whoo-wee! That is... I don't know about you, what it's like watching, but it feels really tense to me. All right, we got lots of money from this one. I guess that's the thing with the elite missions, because I guess you get paid for each objective. The elite missions give you twice as many money rewards, which is nice. Purchase new equipment. This looks like melee equipment upgrades. We got exo gauntlets and sledgehammer, and I'm going to buy both. I'm going to give... Is this going to slow down Morse? Although Morse still has the charge, which is the speed boost. I'm going to give the sledgehammer to Morse. And the exo gauntlet is going to go to Lawson. Replace the combat knife, which also includes increased accuracy, which is great with the running gun. Okay. And it's not going to matter which one of these missions we take. They're both VIP missions, and they both lead to the same rewards. And then to the boss. So, yeah. We've got the VIP. I think we're going to have everyone deployed in the room with the VIP. I'm going to have... Hicks is going to follow Morse. And the VIP is going to follow Lawson. So we have one paired fire team and another one that's just sort of the a bit of an assistant, but we want to find the exit. I think 2 groups is okay, and we could have kept the VIP where it was. I don't know why it looks like the VIP is leading here. I'm happy we got some weapon upgrades. It is kind of weird to see. It looks like the VIP is grouped. Maybe we should
Don't
just
let your guard
completely
down.
group before the next wave. I'm going to tell everyone group up on Morse.
Right away, sir.
Sir, proceeding.
Back up a little bit, and then Morse is going to keep doing recon. The VIP feels like they're really lagging here. this little room.
Okay, in. Hostile inside.
Got it.
Hostile detected.
An alien there. Lawson is soloing the one outside. That's okay. Hicks is taking some more damage. Hicks seems to always get pulled into melee. Unfortunately, we didn't get any shops that sold armor on this particular run. Lawson's going to keep soloing everything. There we go. And then try to regroup
For now.
over there. I could split everyone into a recon right now. We've got a beat. But you know what? I think it's okay. Maybe after the next wave, we could sort of split them up. Although we're going to have to deal with a couple of stragglers back here. I got to remember the frag grenade thing. So I guess the frag grenade doesn't come out of anyone. I thought like I'd have to choose the source of the frag grenade, but I guess it's just a world option.
Target spotted.
There we
That's
go.
what you get.
We didn't need that for the kill, but I want to progress
Target
my
spotted.
mission. Thank you. Good.
Tango is toast.
Okay, I'm going to tell everyone to do some recon,
Right away.
including the VIP. Actually, maybe I'll tell VIP keep following Morse,
Copy.
since you were going in a completely separate direction.
Alien spotted.
This one's got a little triangle, and it was just camped there the whole time, so I'm wondering if they have some slightly different behaviors.
We've got
There's our
something.
exit, so I'm definitely going to tell the VIP to extract immediately.
On it.
And honestly, you know what? Everyone go on focus.
Executing order.
Everyone just go to the exit.
And sleep.
We might... And I'll still tell the VIP to extract immediately, since losing the VIP would be a lost condition.
Got
Okay,
it.
Task complete.
go. And no one's going to engage my people from here, so we're going to go and tell them to extract.
Acknowledged.
Technically, there could have been maybe a bonus money down here, but I don't know if it was worth going for, especially since we've already taken a little bit of damage. And again, I think the waves just keep getting stronger and stronger. Might be wrong about that, but it's more interesting and feels like there's more pressure, if that's the case. All right, so we're going to get ourselves yet another unit here. I wouldn't mind another stand and fight, although your base accuracy is pretty bad. You do have a lot of hit points, which is nice. Vaughn has pretty low hit points for someone who's going to like run up and try to punch someone in the face. So maybe we'll go for Redding after all with the stand and fight. And then we can upgrade range combat logic. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set Morse to the running gun as well, because that seems so good. And I mean, the suppress is appealing, but I think the running gun is more important. It's just what it feels like. All right, we got our final mission here. Let's see. Main objective, locate the package, collect it, and extract with it. If the carrier dies, the package will be destroyed, and I think we lose. And then we got a more substantial debuff. We've also got a main objective to gather all intel, and we've got a main objective to locate the Xeno Hive. Wow, okay. All right, Morse and Hicks are going to deploy there. Lawson and Redding are going to deploy there. And I'm going to have Hicks follow Morse, and I'm going to have Redding follow Lawson. So 2 fire squads. Go, go, go. 1 meleeer, 1 ranged. Go in pairs, because there's probably a lot of spawn spots, and there's probably a lot of aliens already on the map. So I really want people going in pairs. If your unit dies on a mission, they do get cloned.
Might be useful.
It's going to be Lawson gets told to collect. I
Understood.
think that got interrupted
Advancing.
though because of the combat.
Objective located.
Lawson,
Watch for more.
collect that intel.
On it, sir.
Morse, collect this intel, please.
Orders confirmed.
So yeah, you do get your unit respawn. Now, if your entire squad gets wiped, then that's the end of the run.
Enemy inbound.
Oh, we got a spawn wave, which only Hicks was fighting. Now Morse is fighting and gets interrupted.
Confirmed kill.
Understood.
It's a little annoying to restart, like to tell them to redo the collection command, but it's not a bad default. Okay, pick that up. So we've got to find one more package. We've got to find the hive, and we still have to find the exit at some point.
Enemy
Although obviously I'd be okay with finding the exit last. Good. Lawson, collect that.
Confirmed. Carrying out orders.
Morse, collect that.
Understood.
Just going to put everyone in the same room. But you know what? That'll be nicely timed for the next wave that's going to happen over here. Everyone will be a little bit more clumped. Okay, we're not going to be picking up that last piece of intel for a little bit here because we're being slowed down, and that cancels that. You know what then? Lawson, pick up that intel.
Roger that.
So we need to find the hive. All right, intel is there. We've got all the intel. Find the hive, find the package. It's not down there.
Eyes on the enemy.
Hostile approaching.
Got it.
I'm going to drop a health stim on Lawson.
Got it.
Oh, there's the hive. Good. So now we just have to find the package to secure.
These things are relentless.
Maybe I should have given...
I need help now. Eyes on the enemy.
Lawson, I'm going to give you a melee upgrade, and then I'm going to give you a health stim, especially
Got
since
it.
you're loaded down with all
Incoming hostiles.
Confirmed kill.
Got it. Incoming hostiles.
Morse, take the melee boost.
Task acknowledged.
Hostile is something is here. Might be useful.
I'm going to tell everyone to group onto Morse. Oh, sorry. Everyone group onto Morse.
Copy that.
Acknowledged.
And then Morse do the recon. All right, be down at the bottom. But yeah, I want everyone grouped over here for the next wave because people are getting a little low. And Lawson, I think Lawson's got quite a few of the loot bits. So if they die, that's going to be very poor.
Target spotted.
They're all over. It's on me. Get it out.
Enemy down. One down. Don't drop your guard.
Confirmed kill.
I don't think I can tell Lawson to be less aggro now, which is a little unfortunate. Let me give Morse the movement
Roger
boost,
that.
especially since you're supposed to be leading, and I really don't want Lawson taking it. Actually, why don't I tell Lawson
On it.
to
Identified.
do that?
Here.
Morse, collect
Copy
this.
that.
Yeah, Lawson, just get the hell out of here.
It's over. For now.
Oh, collect Morse. You do that,
Copy
please.
that. Proceeding.
Ooh, I hope you actually do get out before that alien.
Task completed.
Good, okay. We may as well check this last room because we're right there, and if there's an extra loot bit in there, that's fine.
Finally, it's there. Target acquired.
Enemy down.
Lawson barely got out of there in time.
I need help. Now. It's done.
Morse is also taking a fair bit of damage. Maybe, you know
Copy
what?
that.
Turn around. Let's get out of here.
Accepted.
Because if I go down to that room, we might not be able to get out before the next wave.
Contact.
And because I gave them the extract, they ignored the enemy there. I didn't give them a focus command. I gave them an extract, so they didn't engage in range, which I think is very desirable in this case. If we get out, we win the map. Now, I don't know if on higher difficulties or maybe later in the early access phase, they're going to have multiple acts like you would see in Slay the Spire, for example. This feels a little on the short side to me. Feels like just sort of as I'm getting my run going, it ends. So these are things I don't have the answers to. And yeah, we'll want to unlock these new groups. So I feel like I'm very early on in the game here. So there's very likely a lot of content that I'm not seeing yet. But already this is enough to be very enticing. And while this is in early access, it is very affordably priced. I think this is a great base concept for a game. And I'm looking forward to playing this a whole bunch kind of on my own. Like, this is going to be a game I'm going to like for myself, at least until maybe I clear all the challenges, which, yeah, leads to some more unlocks there. So the frag grenade does lead to the flash grenade option. Ooh, that's quite fun. Might friendly fire. And yeah, we can get some new weapons as well. At some point, I'll have to get the shotgun for one of our running gunners. But anyway, that's it. I wanted to take a little look at Xenopurge. I thought this was really cool based on the description, and playing it, I enjoyed myself very much. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.